Well, first of all, you're here with Macy's celebrating Black History Month.
Oh man.
And you are a brother making history.
Thank you. That just stung me in the heart a little bit, for real.
Oh, did it? It made
You
your
think
heart
so?
pitter patter?
You think so?
Well, look, I know so. Because I have
Oh wow.
a photo of you. Wow. This was when President Obama
You're making
was
my
here.
eyes water right now, yo.
Oh my God.
This is my first time seeing this. That day was so surreal. It didn't feel real.
You're actually really watering your
this
eyes.
I was lying. I don't lie.
I didn't know.
I don't lie.
Yes.
Wow.
Look,
that really happened.
you are making history.
Wow, wow,
Look,
wow.
Look at what you had, Michelle. I mean, like, this is really huge.
Wow.
How were you that day? Like, if we could get a little photo.
Wow.
But how were you that day, BJ?
I'm speechless right now. That looks crazy. That's not me, yo.
That is you.
That's not me.
For a kid from Chicago.
Wow. My eyes really watering.
Yes.
That's crazy. God is amazing, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We fight through so much. We fight for so much.
We do.
You
gonna make me cry.
It was amazing.
You gonna make me cry.
One amazing thing about that was fighting for so much and fighting through so much. It reminded me of like Stevie Wonder and Aretha Franklin, like how they are part of the movement, how they're part of the press forwardness of what we do. They're part of the soundtrack of our movement. You know what I'm saying? They're part of the soundtrack of our force. And that just reminded me of how amazing God is, man. I've seen so much, but I've never seen that like that. So yeah, it's emotional for me. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
In the moment when you're up there. And
I took my cool glasses off and everything. I'm here.
We done got Oprah style over here. In the moment when you're up there, because sometimes a lot of people tell me, they're like, Nekia, you're doing it. I mean, you're sitting next to some really huge people, and I feel like, I still got ways to go. You know what I mean? Right. But when you're in the moment and you're working, you don't realize the huge thing that you are doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you were in this moment and you were on stage and you were just sharing your voice.
Crazy.
I mean,
I learned that song in elementary school. Like, I didn't have to learn the lyrics that day or study it in the car. You know what I mean? That's another thing that made me feel like I was supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I learned these words as a child before the age of 10 years old. So knowing these lyrics that long, I feel like the rest of the time that people would have used to study the song, I just wanted to put my soul in it, you know? I would take the time of people learning it to learn how to just put everything I could, because I couldn't think about what I was doing before I went up there. I would have messed up, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have done right. But when I got off stage, it was pretty crazy. That was a pretty surreal day, a moment in general. I can't believe I'm looking at that.
Yeah, this is history right here. Anyone dead or alive that you've always wanted to sing in front of or with that made history?
That's the closest I'm going to get to that.
True.
But I would love to sing with a billion of people. I think we'll be here for 2 days.
I know, right?
Doing that. I love Stevie and Aretha. I love them. I probably would have dated Aretha because she just sang. She probably would have sang my socks off. She probably really would have sang my socks off. Everything. I was trying to keep it, nice and neat. But yeah, that she probably did that part. She probably did that part. I definitely would have had to kick it with Marvin. I would have probably had to get Marvin Gaye and Ron Isley in the same studio at one time. I probably would have been the glue to us three being on the same record at some point. I would have had to get funky with the Ohio Players. I would have had to do a whole soundtrack with Willie Hutch about my life. I think that would have been sick. Like, working with Willie Hutch, telling the story of my life, but letting him do what he do best. I think that would have been insane. Who else? Mr. Louis Armstrong. One of my final wishes, if I ever leave this earth, is to play What a Wonderful World, Mr. Louis Armstrong. That's my mafioso goodbye. That's the way you celebrate how well, I lived.
But you've been living well. I see, got nominated. What was it, like?
3 Grammys.
3 Grammys,
yeah, 3 Grammy nominations.
I mean, you are, listen, from someone that's from Chicago, and to see you propelling so, I mean, amazingly.
Thank you.
This is,
You're looking at the little engine that could. Honestly,
I mean,
everybody counted me out. Everybody thought I was talented, but didn't want to tell the next person to help spread the word to make the awareness
come
great.
on now.
I'm a product of all of that. But I'm also a product of understanding what it takes to be alone. I think most people, they're afraid to be alone for 5 minutes for everybody to understand it forever. And I'm not afraid of that 5 minutes of being by myself. I'm not afraid of feeling like I'm the only alien. This world's so crazy to me. If you feel like an alien, you're probably doing something right. So if you feel by yourself, good job.
Thank you, BJ.
I don't know what else to say, but my life has just took me through so many things where I had no choice but to learn. But once you learn, it's like that's not the battle. Like the battle is actually finding time to apply it. It's kind of like the LeBron effect. You know what I'm saying? He bumped his head so many times. I remember LeBron couldn't hit a free throw when the pressure was on. But now he's winning championships. He's a leader. He has the time to apply that knowledge. I think that's the most important part.
Well, I could sit and talk to you forever, and the next time you're in Chicago, we do have to sit down longer because
I'm with it.
I mean, you know, you're here. You're only here for a limited time, so
limited time. But I just sound like a commercial, huh? Limited time.
Limited time, because I do commercials in the morning on GCI and V103.
I'm with that.
So, but next time you're here, please let's sit down and do a little bit more lengthy, because I want to get in the soul of.
I'm with it. We can do that. I sing from that place, so that door's open.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, it was great talking to you.
Thank you.
And